All right, so we had the JP live stream for P5X this morning, and it revealed a lot of information. So we have some global exclusive features to where we basically, at this current point in time, it seems like we're just getting more rewards than the CN version. And keep in mind, CN version is, I think, 14 months ahead. And besides that, we did get a roadmap up until, I think, September, right? And real quick, the second half of this video, we're going to be talking about the roadmap, and they actually did change some things from the CN schedule. So this means our roadmap and the units moving forward are going to be in a different order. So stay tuned for the second part and check timestamps if you want to skip ahead. August, September range. So we're going to go through that, and they pretty much confirmed which units are going to be next. Can it change? Of course. Is it 100% confirmed? No, but it's the most likely case. So we're going to go through everything they revealed, and if you like the content, like and subscribe for more, because I'm going to be making a lot of Persona content. I think in this like 24-hour range, I might have like 5 videos out, which is crazy. I haven't done this in a while, so it's pretty fun. Now, quick plug, we're actually gonna be going live tonight in 9 hours, 11 p.m. EST, of course, time zone. So for you, it might be on the 26th, but for me, it's on at the 25th at 11 p.m. Now, if this gets to 100 likes, I will be giving away $50 live. And if we pass that before I actually go live, I might give out a little more. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, like up the stream, and 100 likes, when we reach that, we'll be going to give away $50. And of course, just like the stream and turn notifs on if you want to be there for tonight. I'm going to be answering every single question you have, and we're going to go crazy. So now let's get into it. So Joker's banner actually is very fucking good. So we have a very nice roster of SRs, 2 of which are going to be wrong game. That was muscle memory. 2 of which are going to be extremely good. It's better to get them through here. Both of these guys are going to be some you could build. Seiji is more single target, but if you start getting dupes on him, he's going to be good. And then Luful actually does want dupes because his dupe 4 and his dupe 6 will be making On actually way better, because On does fire damage, and in total, it's an extra like 50% fire damage. So getting dupes of Luful and getting Seiji will be very good, because Seiji is single target, and as of right now is one of the best DPSs. So yeah, this one's going to be good. The rates are decent. However, the good thing about this banner mainly is that you're going to get a good amount of currency. So it's going to be very easy to actually pity Joker. Next up, we are getting 10 pulls of each. So we're getting 10 limited pulls and 10 standard pulls. 10? Yes. So it's 10-10. Now, day 1, you're getting 2 standard pulls, which is actually really good, because for the beginner banner, for rerolling, this is 2 extra pulls that you're going to be able to put into the beginner banner to maybe get that chance if you're trying to go for a perfect reroll, which I made a video on that. Go check it out. It's going to give you 2 more chances, which is nice. Now, 10 pulls of each. I think CN had this, but this is just very good, right? 10 extra pulls of both. And this is on top of all the other rewards, so we definitely can't take this for granted. I'm actually, like, I saw this and I was like, this is very fucking good. This is nice. So 10 extra pulls on top of everything else we're going to be getting on launch is very, very good. So this is going to come out, I think, right away. And this is going to be pretty regular. So in the future, they might change the standard pulls to weapon pulls, but 10 of each, including standard right now, because we actually need the standard pulls, is a W. Now, keep in mind, compared to other games, pretty much half the roster is standard banner units, right? If I just name a few, like Marion is a standard banner unit. Okay, where's Marion? Marion is a standard banner unit. Makoto, let's just do it like this. Makoto is a standard banner, not Yuki, this Makoto, right? No, sorry, Phoebe. It's Phoebe. So Phoebe, and there's like a couple more that are actually standard banners. So these guys, including Misaki, I apologize, I put the wrong one up. But all these units will be on standard. So if you decide to save your standard pulls, this means long term, you're actually going to be able to get these guys unfeatured almost for free if you get lucky. So that's the good thing. Standard banner in this game is better than in other big gachas because of the fact that standard actually gets regularly updated. Whenever the banner ends for a standard unit, they go straight into the standard / unfeatured pool. And for those new to gachas, this is a very good thing that doesn't happen with a lot of gachas. Now, next up, rewards have been adjusted, and there are some L's, but in general, it's pretty much the same. So they changed a bit of how the rewards worked for Velvet Trial, but it stayed the same in total. Heart of Sea, I think, is slightly different or slightly higher, all depending. The higher amounts are higher, right? So if you get star 8, you're pretty much going to get almost the same. Then for co-op, it is the same, right? And this is from what they were able to data mine. And then afterwards, we see here that we're getting 100 more here, 100 more here, so almost a bit more than a pull. But then beginner level up is changed to only weapon pulls. However, that's going to be good long term because you're not going to be using these weapon pulls, but it does get rid of ambers, which does remove you the choice. However, we're going to get another another pull here, and then another 2 limited pulls. So this means in total, we're going to kind of even out. We get another 100 here, 100 there, 162 pulls. So it does even out, especially when we add in the next thing, which is this. So this is completely new. These tokens that you see right here, that's all I'm going to be focusing on. These tokens allow you to buy out this shop on the right, and this gives you an extra 3 standard and limited pulls a month, right? So this means an extra 6 pulls that were not there. And remember, like I said, long term, we're going to have Marion very soon, like I talked about in my last video, and Marion is a standard unit. So when her banner ends, you can use these standard pulls, you pull on the standard banner and have a chance to get her. So this is why it's very good. And this is completely new to global. Okay. This is not something that the CN version had. So they are giving us extra goodies. And listen, it is 6 pulls, but this starts to add up when we add 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. And we've already seen with this that it's starting to get really nice. And then the big information. So I'm trying to get through this quick because there is a lot, but basically after the 3 pulls, we are like looking to where we're going to probably get more pulls than CN, but there's a good reason, and this is it. It seems like they want to have 3 banners up at once. Now, this is not a problem for you guys in most cases because, for example, Marion and Yui are skips. Most standard units are skips because you can get them on standard. If you decide to summon, that's fine. You're able to get most of the game as free to play, and if you spend even $10 a month, you could get pretty much the whole game if you're not chasing dupes. And most of them will have weapons. So because of this, I think it's fine if they bring more banners out, and they aren't rushing. Now, what are they rushing? They might not release any rerun banners, but we'll have to see. This is not something I can confirm, but it's something that I'm like getting an instinct for. Now, the main reason I'm saying this is because two banners come and go, right? So Joker starts, but then these 2 banners start, and then on the 24th, these 2 end. So the assumption is 2 more will come, and we see a roadmap, and this roadmap is August onwards. However, July has 2 versions. So my guess is August would have 2 versions, and then September would bring version 2.0 with the 3rd palace, the beginning. So this is going to be, what my understanding, this part, the 3rd palace, is when story gets really fucking good. Okay, so that's going to be great. I can't wait. However, what do we have to talk about and what's important? So 1.1 we know is going to be Marion and Yui. Marion is a standard unit, very good, but you could get her on standard, and maybe she's going to spook you on an actual rate up banner, or you could get her through the standard banner. Now, spooking is basically when you lose a 50-50 and then you get this unit. It's like a spook, right? It came out of nowhere, but you get lucky. Even if you lose the 50-50, you're going to get someone good, right? But Yui is limited, so you don't have to pull. So immediately, Joker doesn't need his weapon. You're going to get him, and then if you win 50-50, you're going to have a lot of pulls. Marion, you could skip. Most are recommending. Yui, you could skip. So then on the 24th, we're going to get new banners. And this has been confirmed, actually, because version 1.1 and 1.2 have been confirmed for July in the JP livestream. And what this is an original event season 2 first half for Persona 5. Now, because it says Persona 5, it means it should like almost logically be Persona 5 units. And we know who it is. It's an original event season 2, part 1 and part 2. Now, basically the common consensus is that it is swimsuit units. And these are units actually, bro, they look so good. They actually look so good. I can't even lie. They look really good. It's insane. So we're going to talk about that. And yeah, it does seem to be these swimsuit units, okay? And 1.4 is probably going to be just something, maybe a rerun or just a new banner that we're not sure of. But there's some things that we could kind of decipher, right? So what they could do is maybe try to have 1 Phantom Thieves up at the, always, right? And that would mean, because of the fact that Yusuke is one of the next ones, he might come out when Joker ends. And if they're trying to keep 3 banners up, what they could do is have Yusuke up with the first swimsuit unit being Motoha. So these are the 2 swimsuit units. There's Tomoko and Motoha, right? So we got these 2. Something with Motoha just is a godsend. It has a bit of a Hero Contre vibe with the swimsuit, and I really like it. And yeah, so these 2 units are going to be coming out, and let's just say they're both very good. And how it's going to work most likely is that basically we're going to get, when these 2 banners end, we're going to get Yusuke as the Phantom Thieves, the main Phantom Thieves, and then Motoha for the swimsuit. And then afterwards, when Yui ends, we're going to get Tomoko. That's probably how it's going to work, and that's going to keep 3 banners up at all times. So expect that. Now, is it going to be bad? No, they're going to give you enough pulls, and they've already increased the pull amount. So you're overall going to be fine, but Obviously, you might not get everyone, but you know why that's fine? You could literally skip almost all of July with this, right? You could summon on Joker and then skip until end of July for a whole month. So you're going to be fine. Like, realistically, you're going to be fine. I want to talk a bit about their kits and then we'll finish off. So Motoko, basically how she works is she's going to heal herself with a lot of stuff and do a lot of good AoE damage. And then when she overheals, she's actually going to have her skill 3 cooldown lowered. And then when she is in Midsummer, she's then going to get more damage, right? So this is going to be very good, right? So more crit rate, more damage. And then also this is really good because she's going to keep on healing. She's going to be above and then above the 50% threshold. And then she's going to be able to get a bigger damage increase. And then also when the higher her HP, she gives herself attack. So that's a nice boost also. So her stats alongside everything is going to make her very good for general content. And then Tomoko is going to be a very good support overall, more so for bossing. So she's going to be able to do a lot of good stuff and increase attack, increase damage by follow-up. So she's going to make allies be able to place this spark on enemies, including she could also place spark. And placing spark is then going to allow her to do follow-ups, heal, and increase damage dealt. So it's going to be very good. She's going to be good. I don't want to get too much into it because that could be a whole video on its own. If you want to check out their kits in full detail, we're going to go through that later. That's in a month from now. But it's just good to know that we pretty much have it confirmed that it's going to happen because there's no other two-part original event in relation to Persona 5 that's so early on, right? So it should pretty much be these two, especially because they both have mini events. It's almost like certain that it's going to be these swimsuit units. And then 1.4 and 2.0, this is going to be Phantom... the third palace. Now, 1.4, we're not too sure. I'm not really going to get into it, but it's pretty much that they gave us quite a good hint that it's going to be summer for these two. So that is definitely quite good. Now, if Yusuke comes or not, I don't know, but it's pretty much guaranteed that it is swimsuit units. If they're keeping 3 banners up, it's probably going to be Yusuke, but good news is he's also a skip. So yeah, he's really not that good if we're being honest. So I'm honestly quite happy with everything they've confirmed. It seems like, yes, they did do some changes and someone higher, someone lower, but overall, it's not as bad, but you do have to make sure you're sweating to get to the higher tiers, which is fine, I think, in my opinion. And then with this, it's pretty good. And of course an extra 6 pulls a month, and standard pulls are good in this game, so you can't even hate on it. So I'm really happy overall with all this. I think they did a very good job, and honestly, changing the banner schedule, because listen, the main reason this is important is because these swimsuit units came out a good amount later. Like, we're skipping over some units. So them coming out earlier means they're changing it up, and I think that's good. Why do I think that's good? Because it brings some enjoyment and excitement because you don't know what's coming, and I think that's fine. You're still going to know who to summon on because all these units have been tested, so it's not going to be that different, right? You're going to know who to summon on. It's just you won't know when they're going to come out. That's the only thing, but it's going to be safe for your wallets. If you spend, I honestly recommend, if you're a low spender, get monthly, get battle pass, do not spend more, and you're going to be fine. You're genuinely going to be fine. So that's going to be it. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for these two? They're both really good. Motoha, bro, she looks amazing. Design-wise and kit-wise. I cannot wait to play with them. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.